Okay. Okay, how do I say this? How do I say this? Okay. Here's one thing that God has has taught me. Like, here's the thing. How do I say this? Okay, this is something like when it comes to heaven, or whether it's on earth or whatever, okay? God is very open-minded, and it's like, here's the thing. Sin is not allowed in heaven. God hates sin in general. But this is one thing God said to me, was like, you know what? I'm a sinner, so I get it. God told me this, okay? Don't be surprised if anybody, like, don't be surprised if anybody, if you were to go to heaven, if you were to go to heaven, like, don't be surprised if anybody in heaven, angels, God, y'all, were to sin, in heaven. Hear me out, okay? When it comes to sinning, it's all wrong, okay? Sin is all condemned, okay? But if you sin in heaven for sinless reasons, God will give you a pass. A lot of times we sin, we have sinful motives. But it is possible to sin for sinless reasons, like with good intentions, to a degree. Heaven, in heaven, uh, in heaven, they sin, but they have good intentions behind it. Like, even in heaven, examples do exist. So just to let you know. But here's the thing. Well, here's the thing. Like, just to let you know. God listens. Alright? Sometimes when we sin for, how do I say this? When we sin for good reasons, like sometimes sinning for a good reason, like how do I say this? Some sins that we commit, how do I say this? Some sins that we commit may be for a good reason, but there are other ways to solve the problem. So it's like, how do I say this? Not all, and here's the thing about sinning for good intentions, okay? I'm not telling you accept the enemy in your life. I'm not telling you none of that. I'm just telling you, listen. Some sense is just non-justifiable either way. It's like, it's non-justifiable either way. How do I say this? Because there's an alternative. Because there's an alternative, that there's a better alternative behind it. Like, for example, this rule that most of us humans follow: you hit me, I hit you back. The better alternative is to walk away. I'm be 100%. We all been there, but unless you really in fear for life, and it's not just that. It's really not just that. Like, if somebody's really dangerous, yeah, throw them hands. Has every right to fight back. Like, some ways we need more compassionate ways, and some ways we need more compassionate ways. Some ways we need some situations need harsher consequences, okay? Just letting you know. So yeah, God bless.